Good evening, book lovers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe because for every subscriber, I get a new subscriber and I read a page from a book of my choice. So, I hope you had a very pleasant Christmas yesterday. And in today's video, I am going to be participating in Ariel Bisset's end of year book tag, which she invented around, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm going to apply it to this year, I suppose. I wasn't tagged by anyone because my channel isn't as large as others are, and that's where I am hoping to get to by the end of next year, I suppose, and hope to get my silver play button. However, the first question of this end of year book tag is: are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? And what immediately sprang to mind was this book by Matthew Perry called Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. I only have a couple of pages left, and I am hoping to finish this and to review it on this channel by the end of the year. So I hope you'll enjoy that video as well. I started this one earlier this year, even though I believe it was published last year, towards the end of last year, if I'm not mistaken, because Matthew Perry was still tweeting about it. And of course, I hope he rests in peace because he's a phenomenal person and a fantastic actor. I appreciate all he's done with the shows and the movies he's involved in. The second question is: do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? So, of course, I feel as though I'm participating in this deck quite late in the day because it is the 26th of December. However, for this question, I picked this book called The Goodbye Cat by Hiro Arikawa. I haven't yet started this one, however, I read The Traveling Cat Chronicles by the same author last year and I enjoyed it tremendously, so I am hoping that this one is just as good and it will help me um, appreciate the fact that autumn is now over, I suppose, and the fact that winter has just started. A perfect transition from one season to the next. The third question is there a new release you're still waiting for? And for me, this one is not particularly. There aren't any books I can particularly think for that I'm still looking forward to be published by the end of the year. And I'm pretty happy with the books that were published and that I bought this year. And many of them I even reviewed on this channel or spoke about during some of my hauls, I suppose. So, no, there aren't any releases I'm still waiting for. The fourth question is: what are three books you want to read before the end of the year? So, once again, Matthew Perry's autobiography, because I only have a couple of pages left to finish that one. The next one would be American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I started this 2 days ago, but it's a very thick book, as you can see. And I need to finish it by the end of the year, actually, because I need to use it to write a dissertation chapter. So it's important that I um, get cracking with that one. I have about 600 pages to go. And finally, Stoner by John Williams. I spoke about this a couple of weeks ago and haven't read much of it since then. However, I'm still enjoying it, I suppose, up to where I've read so far. Fifth, fifth question is there a book you think you could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? For this one, I am hoping that it will be American Gods. I read several books that I enjoyed this year. Some of them I even rated 5 stars, though very few, because I'm very conservative with the way I hand out 5 stars. And I'm hoping that American Gods will be the sort of book to absolutely impress me and blow my mind away. And I think the final question, question six, is: have you already started making reading plans for 2024? And in my case, I think this one is not really. I only have very vague goals so far because whenever I plan something, and this doesn't necessarily only apply to my reading habits. It also applies to university work and to life in general or exercise. Whenever I tend to plan something, it never really goes that way. So I just tend to make vague plans and see how it works out. And I suppose try to be optimistic about it and see whether that helps me move along better than it would if I were to make more clear plans, I suppose. And yeah, some of the vague goals I have so far are that I'd like to read 150 books next year and review as many of them as possible to make interesting content for you guys and hopefully get a silver play button. I'd also like to finish the Wheel of Time series. You can probably see it behind me right over here. It's the entire collection by Robert Jordan and completed by Brandon Sanderson, though every book is huge. And yeah, I'm just hoping to at least read one of them every single month, just to be able to finish the majority of it by the end of the year, because it will be very time consuming, I believe. And I also have this plan to only buy one book for every 10 books I read, because as you can see, I have way too many books on my bookshelves, and I need to either sell some of them, which I know I won't use in my future, or try to buy as little as possible in order to um, still have space on my bookshelves by the end of the year, because I'm not sure whether I'll be able to get new bookshelves or not. And if I don't, then I'll have a bit of a s- housing problem for my books, and I don't want any of them to get damaged. So, yeah, very, very general ideas about reading plans for 2024. But anyway, those are the 6 questions for the end of the year book tag. I hope you enjoyed my answers. Feel free to participate in the comment section. And if you have any recommendations, of course, do let me know. As usual, thank you so much for watching, sharing, commenting, liking, subscribing, checking out my shorts, live streams, my other videos, my community posts. Anything to help the channel out is greatly appreciated. And I hope that we can make it to 1,400 subscribers very soon, because we didn't quite manage to make it to 10,000 by Christmas, so I'll have to set some different goals. Anyway, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next one very, very soon. Bye, guys.